welcome back to my channel. So today this video is just gonna be a full-on request video on two items. First one is how the flap sits on my jumbo classic flap here from Chanel, and then the second request is a review on my Chanel L-Zip wallet here in the lambskin. So first off, I'll talk about the wallet itself. This wallet here, the L-Zip wallet, I got this exactly 2 years ago from Chanel and the boutique, and this is my very first wallet that I got. So this is in lambskin, so I really do think that this is a great wallet. However, because I got this in lambskin, I myself have to be very, very careful when using this wallet, especially taking it in and out, because the corners of the actual piece have kind of rubbed off or scuffed a little bit. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, there you can see that it is like that's the most extent it's been like scratched on the corners here. And even on the front here, the front's not too bad. I mean, obviously there is like some very light scuffing on the front, but you know what, the reason why it doesn't show so much wear and tear because I don't use this wallet very much because of the lambskin. But you know, when I do use this, it is a total lifesaver because I don't have to fumble so much with extra like little small card cases and SLGs and stuff like that. This wallet holds everything in one. So the first flap here, it is a snap button closure here, and it holds 10 cards, but I like to sparse my cards out and leave some card slots open, strictly because I don't want to stretch the leather on the card case, because then it'll start to have these little indents, and already here it's already starting to have an indent, and I really don't want to stretch the bottom here out too much so that the leather doesn't get loose and, you know, looks kind of grungy a little bit. But I do love all the compartments. So you have 5 card slots here, 5 card slots there, and then, you know, you have 2 slip pockets here on each side. And I use these strictly for like receipts or whatever if I need to, you know, if I am in a rush, I'll just fold up the receipts and just shove it into the little compartments here. And then this here is just another compartment here where you usually do keep your bills. But I don't usually keep my, you know, sometimes I will keep my bills. It depends, you know, how I want to use this wallet, because this wallet is so delicate because of the lambskin. And then you flip it onto the other side. It's a full-on like accordion style flap here, or wallet, I guess you could say. I just have my I usually don't keep my actual little authenticity cards in this wallet, because it is, you know, I have, like, because I have a feeling whenever I leave these in my wallets, they're gonna get mixed up with my cards, with my usual cards that I change up so often, and I'm gonna lose it. So, you know, I don't really have much in here, so luckily I'll just leave that in there for now. But usually I do keep them filed away in my whole box of Chanel extra like stuff that comes with this, like the boxes and the bags. I usually keep that in there with the receipt. And on the back here, it comes with the classic back pocket that most Chanel pieces come with. So this is here reminiscent of the Chanel classic flaps here, so that's what this is known for. And I sometimes do use this pocket, you know, if I, you know, don't want to like fumble and, you know, put my cards inside. I will put it just strictly in, temporarily put my cards in here for now until like I get time to actually replace my cards back into my wallet. Now, how I find this wallet, I love that it holds everything, but it is a really fat wallet. Like, if I to my to my jumbo here, it's like half the size. It is half the size of the base of the jumbo flap here. So if you had the classic medium large or the small classic flap, this would take up the whole entire base of the bag because this is so big. And I don't even have that much stuff in here, but if I were to put like 4 more cards in here, more change and more like paper notes and stuff like that, this wallet will expand to like this is like about 2 inches. It'll expand to like about 2.5, maybe breaching onto 3 inches. Like it'll literally get this big, and I really don't like that. So I predominantly use this for my larger bags, my jumbo, my GST, my Neverfull, my Speedy. Definitely not my Alma BB because this will take up everything. Oh, and also as a note, make sure, like sometimes your handbags, especially with Louis Vuitton, they do have those extra little tags inside the bag to tell you where the bag is made from, or you know, it just has the logo of the company on there. It will imprint onto the lambskin. So I try my best to strictly put something like put a clay or something. Like this is my clay. I'll put my clay up against it just to kind of like safeguard the lambskin from being imprinted from the little leather tag or even the pockets of the bag. Sometimes I do worry, to be honest with you, the little pockets that come with the classic flaps will start indenting onto this. And I mean, just to show you really short, good example, if I have my phone resting up against this, it will leave like an imprint. So if I just hold this here, I'm not pressing or anything, there is, you see the imprint there. Now it's gone. Oh, it's actually it's still kind of there, but I really don't like that. So definitely get this wallet in like in a caviar, because it'll hold up much better. But I love touching this wallet. It's like, I find myself, if I have this in my hand, I'll just start petting it because it's so soft. And also another thing, yeah, the edging here is just the one thing that you really, really have to be careful with, because Chanel will not, repair it if the leather is actually penetrated. Like I guess they'll put, like the best thing they can do is actually just put leather cleaner or leather softener or whatever onto the corners and make it as fresh as possible. But I mean, wallets are one thing that you're going to be using on a daily basis, and I don't think that lambskin is a very, very good material for that. Unless you use this as a small SLG and you only use that in your small handbags, then by all means go for that. But for large wallets that have all these compartments and are meant for all of these functions, highly don't recommend the lambskin. But at the same time, because I'm stuck with this wallet, I was planning on selling this, but you know what? Now that I've seen the price for this is over $1,000. I think this is like 1,175 Canadian or something like that, or maybe even reaching to $1,200. It's absolutely nuts. So I'm not selling this wallet anymore. This is a keeper. I'm gonna be stuck with this. And you know what? It's been 2 years, and the wear and tear of it has actually been pretty good. I just have to be careful because I have pretty long nails now. I have to be careful that when I grab it or touch it, I don't accidentally scratch it or anything. But if I do scratch it, for example, if I do scratch it, I'll just like take my finger and just rub very lightly on it and hope for the best. I mean, I do have some scratches you can't really see like here, but I've actually just managed to rub it like that, and it's actually not very noticeable, and over time it'll just fade and stuff like that. But the overall functionality, I find, I'll use this card as an example. if I want to put it, like if I take my card out, no problems taking my cards out or anything. It's just if I want to put my cards back in, I really, like, okay, say I want your cards and your card slots are going to go back flat like this. It is actually really hard to put your cards back in. So what I have to do is I have to take my finger, put 2 fingers behind here, and press up and hope that the little slit here will pop up, and actually like put my finger in and actually just shove the card in there as best as I can, and no problem like that. But I mean, it's just added on more work. So, you know, that's why I don't put so many cards in here. I just put it in very little cards as possible in here. So I only have 3 here and 4 here, and that's the most I will put in here. And also, because this is a flat wallet, you will start to see some crinkling, creasing here, but you know what? It's bound to happen with any type of leather wallet you have. You're always going to be able to see the foldings now. You can't really do much about it unless, you know, you hardly use this compartment and you just use the zip wallet compartment. I mean, you totally can. You can put all your cards on one side, all your cash on one side, and even receipts on one side, and then, you know, just use this portion and not really use this portion. But at the same time, what's the point? I'm just using one part. But oh, and also I did not show you, this part of the wallet is actually all lambskin leather lined, so that's like really, really luxurious and so amazing. But I do worry about putting cards in here and stuff, so or not cards, coins. So I do use like other small SLGs to put my coins in there. But that's really basically it about this wallet. So I know a lot of people ask me for reviews on this. I'm sorry it's been so long, but here's that review. Now for the second part of this video I want to include is there was one of my viewers, Miss Bagley, I think her name is. She had a question about her flaps, her front flap of her jumbo. And you flip it this side, you see it kind of going up like this, kind of like fluttering up like a butterfly kind of thing. And to be honest with you, this is normal. I mean, I've seen this. I mean, I had to exchange multiple jumbos to get this, and they all had this, this here. And you know what? It also depends on the puffiness of the quilting. I mean, there was one where it was like that I saw that it was very flat, but at the same time the flaps were kind of down like this, but that's because the puffing, the quilting was not puffy. The quilting on this flap here is very, very puffy. I mean, even the quilting underneath is very, very puffy, as you can see. And also because you have 1, 2, 3 layers of leather, and especially because you don't, I don't press this down, it's going to flutter upwards like that. And even if you put it on the side, it looks totally normally fine. And just the base of this bag is actually pretty big than the very top of the bag. So it kind of, see my fingers going smaller to bigger here. And that kind of does give its like kind of, I don't know, butterfly effect on the flaps here. And as you can see here, you can see that the first flap here kind of makes this flap go up a little bit. So and so if I were to, you know, actually have this first flap down, this would just kind of go down a little bit. But also I do have this bag fully stuffed with my items for the weekend, so it is fluffed up a little bit. I mean, it's totally normal. A lot of jumbo flaps have this, and you know what? it definitely depends on the quilting and the puffiness, and also every caviar leather is different. Like I said, I saw one that was very flat, but it was straight. But a lot of the time, but I love the puffiness, so I really don't mind this at all. I mean, it's not a defect, and also when you twist this up, it doesn't really, like, the flap doesn't look so angled outwards. It's only when you close it, it's going to look like that, because this clasp here keeps only the center closed to the bag, whereas these here, there's nothing holding these flaps, so it's gonna flutter out a little bit. But yeah, my jumbo here is completely straight. You can see everything is just, you know, all I care about is that the quilting is straight all the way through, and I don't want anything crooked. I mean, I don't mind this because I think this allows you to pack a little bit more stuff in the bag when the flaps are out like this. If it is out like this, you're not going to have a lot of give inside the bag. It's going to become more stiff. So that's really it about that issue. I mean, if you really do not like this, definitely, you know, ask around all your essays. Don't ask one particular essay, ask a lot of essays around in the area you live in. I mean, this is pretty general. A lot of flaps do have this, so I thank you guys all for watching. I hope this video wasn't too long. I hope these videos explained a little bit more about my L-Zip wallet and the little flap fluttering out on the jumbo. Thanks everyone, and please leave me a comment below, and have a great one. Bye bye.